I had been given the illustrious honor of being the Grand Marshal of the Michigan State Homecoming Parade. We both went to Michigan State, but we went at different times. I'm 5 years older than he is. So, yeah, I'm a cougar. Not ashamed. And up walks this one. Shimmying, trying to be all cool.
Come on,
No, I'm just kidding. Okay, he wasn't shimmying. He walked up, but you weren't trying to look cool, though.
No, I'm cool. So I walked up.
Okay.
I just walked up regular, and my friend introduced us, and like I could tell, she wanted me. When we. I mean, it was a.
Okay,
it was a
I will not.
warm-
I won't lie. Is that I did immediately notice. Okay, he's hot. All right, I immediately noticed this.
My nigga.
We were dating for almost a year before I told him I loved him. I waited until I was absolutely certain about how I felt. I had been in 4 serious relationships in my life, and I was tired of getting it wrong.
Well, were you expecting it? Were you suspicious?
No, I was not suspicious. I was completely shocked. I mean, we had just moved to LA. And just for a little more context, we were long distance until we moved in together, right? So we started dating in 2014. We moved to LA in 2018. And I thought, we probably need a little time to settle in and get used to a different kind of mode in our relationship. And 2 months after we moved in together, he proposed.
I love it.
Smart man. Get your money, son. Let me tell you about an app called Free Cash. Free Cash is the #1 app worldwide, allowing users like yourself to make money off their phone for free. If you want to make $200 plus a week for free, download using my link in the description or the QR code on the screen. If you download now for free using my link or QR code, you will get a free $5 into your account for free. That's $5 for free, no requirements. So download Free Cash today to make easy, quick, and free money. Look, a wise man told me one day, he said, Q, it's not about who you want, it's about who wants you. Understand something. This is Jamel Hill. She's a very career-driven, independent woman. If she wants you, you gotta understand your position, you gotta understand your role, and you gotta play it well. You can't get with a chick like that and think you could be the leader. She ain't going for that.
When it comes to leadership, I mean, it's really 50-50 with us, and this is something we talked about from the beginning. And it even went so far as to when we were married, she made sure the officiant didn't say, obey and things like the man is the leader.
And you gotta understand, you have to play your role. The worst thing a man could do is get with a woman like this and start catching feelings and then get mad when he realizes, like, this is not an emotional woman. She's only seen me as a man to deliver one thing. And as a man, you gotta understand that is your role. The worst thing a man could do is try to deviate from that. Because what's going to happen is she's going to lose interest. She's going to lose feelings.
So the man usually drives when a couple goes somewhere, but we moved in together, we were living together. Jamel never let me drive. I had a company car, I had a Camry, and she would never let me drive because her car, she had a luxury car. She didn't want to be seen in the Camry. I was offended.
That is not true about me not wanting to be seen. I just felt like my car had like more room, more amenities.
Understand the reason why she chose you. She's 5 years older than you. The only time a woman dates down, right? The only time she chooses a man who is less mature is only because she wants a fun time. A fun time. And you only got one job. Enjoy doing your job. But whatever you do, do not catch feelings.
I will say this though. I mean, I joke with my husband that like I probably shouldn't tell you this, but I was just like cheating isn't going to necessarily make me leave you. I think you do approach certain things a little bit differently when you're married. Not everybody, but I'm like for me is that cheating is not going to be a total deal breaker because I do think context matters. Now, if you out here like Angela and Ghost and y'all running in the streets of New York and swinging around light poles like y'all in a musical,
Yeah.
you might get left over that. But the one he and I have such great communication. And we have discussed that before. Like, hey, if one or both of us are feeling like I want a little something different, then let's bring that to the table and discuss. And see what happens, see where we land with it. If one or both of us are feeling like I want a little something different, then let's bring that to the table and discuss. Let's and see what happens. See where we land with it.
Son, can't open your eyes. Can't you see? Huh?
I think when you're married, you kind of have to also be a little bit realistic. Like, I'd be lying if I thought to myself, I'm going to be the only woman he's ever attracted to the rest of his life. Like, probably not. Now, acting on that attraction is different, all right? Sure. And I would rather, if he or I were struggling in that area of trying to stay monogamous, I'd rather us bring it to the table and discuss what we can do about that or what is at the root of that and go from there.
That shit is crazy.
Yeah, man. Look, fellas, if your wife is okay with you smashing other women, your wife is not emotionally into you. Okay? Understand that. Your wife doesn't have an emotional connection with you. This is why, as a man, you gotta know your personnel. You gotta know the type of chick that you chose to wife up and understand who she is. Now, Jemele Hill, like I said, is a career-driven woman. When a woman is career-driven, she's gonna be a bit masculine. And masculine women are not that emotional. So you can't look at her for the nurturing things that you need from a woman as a man. A woman like that will not possess those things. And you got to understand, this is what you are signing up for when you mess with a woman like this. So that's a trade-off, right? It's like you're going with the money or you need that nurturing energy from a woman. Me, I need that nurturing spirit, man. I just do. So as a man, if you're in a position like this, the worst thing you could do, bro, is catch feelings and fall in love. Because your woman is only seeing you as someone to smash. See, the thing about masculine women is this, right, fellas? They, in a sense, move like some players. Because they already got money. So they handpick the man that they want to smash. And they might smash that guy for like 2-3 years or whatever. And then they get tired of smashing him. Then they move on to another dude. Then they move on to another dude. That's how it works when you're dealing with these independent driven women. So if I'm her husband, hopefully he's aware that his wife is not emotionally connected to him. So the worst thing he could do is fall in love with a woman like this. Fellas, know your role and play it well. Be wise out here.
If you haven't yet, go get you some of that merch. Y'all already know, don't feed the birds. That's what it is. We don't feed the birds over here. So if you rock with your boy, go get you some of that good merch.